Hi, I'm Liz. I go by Stitch by Liz with an underscore over on Instagram, and welcome to Flosstube 24. Oh my god, I remembered the number. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back and watching another one. I'm just going to keep this hopefully fairly quick because it's going to be about 150 million degrees today. Like, I'm filming at 6 a.m. because it's going to be ridiculously hot. Normally I film on Fridays on my lunch break, which is about 1 o'clock, but we're expected to hit somewhere between 38 and 40 degrees Celsius today, which is well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's currently 27 degrees at 6 a.m., which is 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is great. And I've had the worst sleep on the planet, so I'm going to get this filmed really quickly, and then I'm going to go back to sleep until I have to start work at 8:30. And I'm working from home today, so it's fine. What's been happening over the past week? Last Saturday, we helped my sister move out of her apartment and into my mum's. That was a very big day. It was a lot. She didn't have a lot to move, as she did when she first moved in there a year ago. So it wasn't too crazy, but between how many of us were there? 5 of us, I think. It was all right. So we did okay. Yeah, had lunch at my mum's house after that, and then came home. Unfortunately, Saturday morning, Ross woke up a little unwell, and unfortunately, he got a lot worse. Sunday, he woke up and he was really sick, the poor thing. And it's really rare for Ross to take a nap on a Sunday. But he was just out of it, and I think he napped for like 5 hours. So while he was napping, I jumped on the BNS Stitch and Chat, which was so much fun. I think between Chloe, Pippa, and myself, we have scarred people from coming to Australia, but don't worry about the creepy crawlies. Like, they're fine. If you don't bother them, they won't bother you. Other than that, not much has been on. However, we did have something exciting happen last night, and we have booked our flight to the US for February next year. I am so excited. So we are using points that we have been saving up, and the cheapest way to actually do it is to book each direction individually, rather than booking it as a return. So we booked our flight to LAX last night, and it's real, and I can't wait, and I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. So the timing is perfect for next year because Ross is turning 40 next year. So the trip is as much for both of us, but let's be real, it's his 40th birthday trip, and I'm so excited to go back, and I know he is too. So that's probably the biggest thing that's been happening. And when's my next update due? I'm just gonna double check, because I think by the time my next update is ready to be filmed, we'll have actually booked our return trip too. So we'll see in the next update if I fully booked my trip for 352 days away. Not that I'm counting. Anyway, I'm going to jump into it. I do not have any new starts because, I have 150 million whips. I did forget some haul. I wonder if I'm going to lean and be able to get it. I'm wearing a t-shirt, but I'm wearing pajama pants on the bottom, and I don't need people to see my pajama pants. I'll pause when I need to do my haul. Okay, so I'm just going to jump into my whips. Like I said, no new starts, no finishes. So I'll just jump into it. I did pull out the Steady Thread Stitch Along for a tiny bit. I literally got maybe like 2 hexagons and a couple of leaves done. And this is where I'm up to. So like the rest is hidden in the Q-snap. I'm not taking it out. So I put in 3 hexagons, and then I did from about here down of the leaf. And that was just in a few hours the other night. I'm using Silks for You Silks, 1 strand on an 18 count volcano stitching. It's a green. It doesn't show up green. It's like a greeny beige. Anyway, these Silks for You Silks are from a Bits bag, so they're unnamed. However, I did just get accepted into the Silk of the Month club, and I can't wait. So this is where this is up to. This needle minder is new-ish. It's from Inchworm Designs. Next up, I put in some more work on my temperature stitch along. Don't ask me where this is from. I cannot for the life of me remember. I saw someone on Instagram doing it, and I thought, Australian, perfect. It's not up to date. I am like 5 days behind, I think. But this is where we are up to. So summer in Australia has been fairly mild. Like these 2 days are probably like 37 degrees, the orange, like the dark orangey colors. And like these 3 were all 22 and 23 degrees. So really mild summer for us so far. But yesterday, what's today? Today's Friday, the 17th of February. Yesterday was really warm. The day before was fairly warm. It was okay. It was about 32. Today, it's already disgusting. Like, I already feel gross. But this is such a fun way to keep track of the temperature. And it's so easy to do. Like, I have a little book, write down the temperature, and then I do it. So along with that, I finished... following that, I also worked on my second Whip Go call for February. So my Whip Go goals for February are done. And this one was actually, I put it away on the 8th of February. So I got them both done fairly quickly. And this is Tatooine by Country Magic Stitch. And this is where I am up to. Whoa, that is getting blown out. Okay, we're going to go this far back. So this is stitched on a 22 count 2/1 basket weave tent stitch, which I have come to discover I am not a fan of, simply because of the like texture it gives it. And I know that's probably my intention too, but I much prefer like just regular half cross or like continental tent. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of them. I don't know why I switched it out on this one, but you know, it does make it go fairly quickly. This got over 3 days, probably about 1100 tent stitches. And they were like days I was in office too, so that's not bad. So yeah, that needle minder is also from Inchworm Designs. Alright, next up I spun my wheel because I didn't know what I wanted to work on. And I was going to do full coverage or Fancy Lady February, but then I'm like, I'm not feeling it. So let's just spin the wheel and see what spun up. And what spun up was the Haunted Carousel by the Witchy Stitcher. This was a Patreon exclusive. I'm not sure if it's available in her shop. Go and check. If not, join her Patreon. It is 150% worth it. Like the charts that she releases are just amazing. Amazing. She released one for Valentine's Day. That was a ghost face like Valentine sampler. And then as a bonus Valentine's, she released a chart that she did for, I think it was the Starlight Stitchery, one of their boxes. And I am obsessed with it. It took everything in my willpower not to, you know, grab my cone of doom and a piece of fabric and start. It's on my radar though. It's definitely on my list to start. Anyway, this is where I got up to with the Haunted Carousel. So this is stitched 2/1 full cross on an 18 count that I hand dyed myself. And this also got over 1100 stitches, but it was 1100 full crosses. So solid effort on this one. I love this, and I love the way the fabric is showing up because that's fairly accurate. The grey here gets a little bit lost, but it actually works because it's meant to be the center of the carousel down here, and it's meant to look like it's faded a little bit into the background. So I'm going to see how it goes when I stitch that that part, see if it blends in too much. If it does, I'll probably do it a touch darker, just so you can see some definition in it. This needle minder is from my favorite needle minder shop, and that is Ginger Stitch AU, because Zane does the best needle minders ever. All right, I'm going to not show you my big one because I'm so proud of what I've done on that one. I'll show that one last. I'll show you my next two. Again, didn't know what I wanted to stitch. I had planned for me 15th, 16th and today. So the 14th, 15th, 16th US dates. So I needed to work on something for a couple of days before that one. So what I decided to go with was Disney Goth by the Witchy Stitcher. Now I am changing what I stitch from this chart. I'm not stitching the whole chart. But I finished the apple, which I absolutely love. So now I'm working, I think this is the end from Disney. What I'm actually going to do is just stitch Disney, and that's it. So I'm not stitching Goth, I'm not stitching the bats or the little Mickey head. I'm just leaving it as Disney. Then I'll do the, it's like a long stitch, like little stem thingy. And then I'll be able to FFO it. So this one's fairly close to a finish. I just need to finish the word Disney, but I absolutely love the way this poison apple looks. Like, it's just hitting my Disney and spooky needs. Like, it's just amazing. That needle minder is also from Ginger Stitch AU. That one got about 500 stitches, so not too much. And that's stitched on a, I want to say 16 count black. I don't think it's 18. Anyway. Okay, so for the 15th for me, the 14th in America, I jumped on Athena's birthday stitch along. So Athena over at Athena X Stitches and Stitching Goddess Designs. She has a stitch along for her birthday that is the Love Baby Snake Sal. Obviously Love Baby because her birthday is the 14th of February. She's a Slytherin, hence the snakes. And she loves her danger noodles, so why not? And the only really pattern I have that is a whip, because listen, I was going to start Athena from Satsuma Street for Athena's birthday, but I'm like, no, I'm going to do that as a stitch along with Chloe. And I think maybe Felicity. They just need their stuff. So held off, decided to pull this one out since this one hasn't had some love lately. And I picked up Reaping Love by Silver Creek Samplers, which I love. And the Silver Creek Samplers releases for market are just amazing. They're on my wish list because, you know, no purchasing charts this year. So, you know, they're on my wish list and I'll be definitely purchasing them next year. So this is where I'm up to. So this is stitched on a 16 count cash by Forbidden Fibre Co. And I am obsessed with this. Like, his little feet are stitched in white, but they look more like the fabric. The fabric is like a greeny blue, grey, like American money. There you go, sort of, you can tell. American money colour. So yeah, I've just been working on filling in his robe, his feet, and then I'll fill in the other side of his robe. So I worked on this on Wednesday. Yesterday I didn't even write down how many stitches I did, but it wasn't much because it was just like the surface of the sun hot yesterday. And I'll work on it today before I switch out tomorrow. And the other thing that I've worked on, and this has probably had the most stitching over the past fortnight, like Sunday this got 1242, And then it got another over 1,200 over a couple of days. And that is Dark Queen of the Earth by Autumn Lane Stitchery. And this is stitched on a 16 count fantasy, and I don't have it in the Q-snap for once. And let's see if I can do this. Let's fold the top part down. This is where I'm up to. I'm going to fold that down a little bit more. I can't see. So this is where I'm up to. So I finished part 4, which I love. I haven't finished part 3. I need to do the other side of her dress, but I will we'll move that over to stitch the rest of her skirt down there, and then stitch part 5, and then part 6 is her bodice. But part 4 was a monster. Like, that is so much stitching in there, but it is just stunning. Like, it's just beautiful. Absolutely love it. I love working on this. This is probably the furthest fancy lady I have worked on. And like, I've got the Hummingbird Pixie by Bella Filipina, but I've not done as much on that as I have on this. So so proud, so proud of where that is up to. I absolutely love working on it. Fiberlicious fabric is just so incredible to work on. So I can't wait to see what comes next. There will be some customization coming in as well, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, just to add, my needle minders here, they're both from Ginger Stitch AU. This one forms part of haul. It's one of the new moths. It's a midnight moth. So, yeah, I love them. I've got 2 needle minders on that one because I actually slip the bobbin in between the 2 needle minders to hold it while I'm working on it. And it's just a lot easier. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause really quickly, grab my tiny haul, and jump back on. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. They were literally like just out of my reach. So Ginger Stitch AU released a couple of new needle minders, and you know, let's be real, I'm a Ginger Stitch fangirl. I love their stuff, so I had to purchase a couple of things. So along with that moth, I got this one. This is the Cotton Candy moth, and it is so cute. I love this one. I also got this red moth, which I had not originally bought, so now I have all of the moths that have been released. And then I also got the new Beauty and the Beast Rose in a Jar needle minder. Now, when these arrived, I thought, I didn't order floss drops. Like, what is happening? Zane included one of the new sets of his floss drops in the order as a thank you for all of my orders. And I absolutely love them. Like, how incredible are these? So these are the Kitsune ones, I believe. They are available on Etsy. And they are stunning. Like, here we go. You can just see like the gold through it. It's just, they're absolutely stunning. And it just absolutely made my day when I had seen his note on my order. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, Zane, and everybody over at Ginger Stitch. I absolutely love it. That's all I've got. Yeah, it's really hot. I'm literally like, my hair is sweating. That's how hot it is. I'm gonna go back to bed until I need to start work with the fan on. Maybe the air conditioner, we'll see. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Tell me what you love or hate about summer. I know my friends over in the US are in the middle of winter, which I wish. But, you know, next year we'll be there. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. Again, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to reading your comments. Do all the YouTubey things, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.